Welcome back. So the cues across Asia are positive, and markets are up between 0.25% to 0.5%. Some are even higher. That's a broad picture coming up for you. And with all of this, the implied open has been telling us that we could start positive by almost 64 points. So there we go. Once again, we are going to be punching above the trading range. I keep going back, 17 to 18 day. Today is the 18th day of that trading range. Can we punch above it and sustain above it? That's the question for the day. Well, we'll get our answers in due course as the day progresses. In the meantime, let's focus on all the stocks that should be on our radar. And we have our team standing by with the CNBC-TV18 list of top stocks to watch. Guys, morning to all of you. Vinny, let me start with you. Which are the ones you're looking at today?
Hi, good morning, Survi. So a couple of stocks that I'm watching out for. Firstly, Premier Energies is what we're keeping an eye on. Expected block deal today where South Asia Growth Fund will be selling 2.5 crore shares. That's almost half their stake. So they were holding 11% stake in the company, 11.1% to be precise as on March 2025. Now they're looking to sell 5.5% stake. This is at a floor price of 1,051.50 rupees per share, which is at a discount of just a percent to yesterday's closing price. So the worry doesn't come in terms of the discount to the yesterday's closing price in terms of the floor price. That's not an overhang. The overhang comes in for the remaining stake sale. Will South Asia Fund be looking to sell the remaining stake as well anytime? So that could be an overhang, and that is why we are watching out and keeping the stock a bit in the red front. And we could see a recovery coming in, but red is what we're expecting it to start with. Next one that I'm keeping an eye on is Protean eGov. Now the company has won an order of around 100 crores, and this is for a 6-year contract with Bima Sugam. The contract is specially to build India's unified digital insurance platform. This will help the company build furthermore in terms of the digital public infrastructure presence that they have, as well as the long-term growth in insurance tech. Obviously, they had a lot of negative news flow that came in because of PAN 2.0 in the recent time. So we had seen a fall coming in. Some bit of a positive news flow. We could expect green on the screen today for the stock.
All right. Vinny in yellow going with green on Protean. Thanks a lot for that, Vinny. Let's hop across to Vivek. He's tracking a few stocks in news. Vivek, morning.
Well, good morning. A few stocks on the radar. First on the list is Capri Global. We accessed the term sheet. Remember, the company is going in for a fundraise. So the QIP route is the route the company has chosen for this particular fundraise. The company is looking to raise up to 2,000 crore. The base size of this particular issue is 1,500 crore. The upsize of the green shoe option is another 500 crore. The indicative issue price, significant discount to yesterday's close at 146.5 rupees a share, implying that a little over 16.5% of total equity dilution is what the company will see. Now, the other stock on the radar is IRB Infra. Came out with the May toll collection update. Almost 9% increase as far as toll collections were concerned. The company says uptick primarily attributed to the vacation season across the country. They also did mention that pre-monsoon rains minorly impacted traffic volumes in the later half of the month. And lastly, ITD Cementation, again, an order win coming in over there, order worth close to 900 crore. This particular order is for the construction of berth and breakwater for a greenfield captive jetty at Odisha. Remember, the order book at the end of FY25 stood at over 18,300 crore rupees.
All right, thanks very much for that, Vivek. Well, let's talk about other stocks with news flow. Vamakshi is here with exactly that. Vamakshi, morning.
Good morning, Prashant. Let me first start off with Z Entertainment. Well, they've gone into a strategic partnership with a startup called Bullet to launch India's first micro-drama app. They will be acquiring a stake in the company. But however, they've not yet disclosed the stake as well as the amount that they will be investing. Keep in mind that the Bullet app will be launched within the Z5 ecosystem, and this is to enable a wide audience reach. Now, keep your eyes out on Jana Small Finance Bank as well, because they've gone ahead and submitted application at RBI seeking voluntary transition from Small Finance Bank to Universal Bank. So on the back of this development, could see some green on the screen for this company. NIBE will also be in focus because they've secured technology transfer license from DRDO. This is for modular bridging system, and under the terms of this agreement, the company is licensed to manufacture this critical system in India and sell it within specified licensing regions for a period of almost 10 years. And this also includes exclusive rights to supply the system to the IAF as well as some other government agencies. Keep an eye out on Jindal SAW as well, because they will be incorporating a new subsidiary in UAE. They will be setting up 3 lakh tons per annum seamless pipe manufacturing facility and will be investing somewhere around $105 million In addition to that, they've also entered into 2 JVs with its own subsidiary in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and will be investing a total of almost $13 million in both of these JVs. Lastly, keep an eye out on Vishnu Prakash R. Punglia. Expect red on the screen for this counter because CARE Rating has downgraded its rating on the long-term bank facilities for the company to CARE BBB from, and the outlook is negative. They've revised it from CARE BBB plus stable. Largely, the revision is on account of continued longer periods of payment release as well as delays in work certifications, especially from state government bodies, impacting the liquidity profile of the company. So therefore, going with the red for this counter.
Okay, all right, got it. That's a long list, and we've noted down all the stocks, actually. Thanks very much. Let's quickly recap. The stocks that have positive news flow around them this morning: Protean, eGov Tech, IRB Infra, ITD Cementation, Z Entertainment, Jana Small Finance Bank, Naib and Jindal Saw. The ones that have negative news flow around them are Premier Energies, Capri Global, and Vishnu Prakash. Okay, well, with that, let's move on and also do a quick roundup of all the commodity market action. We have Manisha Gupta joining in with the latest as always. Manisha, good morning. What's on your radar?
Thank you for that. So we like equities, commodities seem to be doing quite well as well. 2 things that really seem to be working. One is the weakness in US dollar index, and the second is the markets are now looking at the US and China trade conversation moving in the positive direction. So that really seems to have led some interest here. I'll start with gold, which also seems to be supported by Russia taking control of more territory in Ukraine, easing, especially in the central regions, and that is what is adding premium to prices. But it really is about the other metals. Platinum gained up by 4% overnight. Palladium gained up by 3%. Silver is up 2% overnight, trading at a new 12-year highs right now. And we have seen similar gains come in for copper as well, 1.5% gains overnight. That one is trading at a 10-week highs. And there have gains that have continued in crude as well. That one is trading at a 7-week highs right now. So as I said, some renewed optimism over US-China trade talks really seems to be doing the trick.
All right, Manisha, thanks a lot for that. Well, time to slip into a short break. Up next, we'll connect with Prakash Diwan. He'll help us out with some fundamental stock talk later on. Karan Tharani as Elara Capital as well will be joining in to analyze Rapido's entry into the online food delivery business and its impact on the listed entities like Swiggy as well as Eternal. Stay with us. We'll discuss all of that in further detail.